Welcome to Charge Positive. This week, I have been driving the Chevy Silverado EV Trail Boss with the Max Pack. That's a lot of words. It is also a lot of truck. We're gonna get into all sorts of things with this truck. We're gonna see how it charges. We're gonna see how it drives. We're gonna see how the four-wheel steering works. We're gonna see Sidewinder mode. Like, there's just so much going on with this truck. Can't wait to show it. But first, let's take a quick look around all the features of this truck. Now, this version of the Silverado has the off-road tune suspension, so this is a fixed height, but I gotta say, it handles really well both on pavement as well as on the dirt. There's a lot packed into this truck, all these features, and the sticker price for this particular one comes to $93,000. And that's the sticker price before any incentives or dealer rebates or anything like that. I think the easiest way to start from this is just to go front to back. So let's start with the front, which with your fob, you can open. 2 clicks right there, and there it is. So let's take a look. So as you can see, I've basically been living with this truck for a week now, driving it daily, and I got a lot going on in here. I got some, well, underneath all this, you have the included charge cable and the optional CCS adapter, which is an extra charge. But I got a blanket, pillows, a little cooler thingy here, my tripods. Goes all the way that far back into the truck. It's a pretty good size, and you have a 120 outlet right here for your tools or a little portable fridge or who knows what you need up here. And that's not the only outlet on the truck. Also has some loops for strapping things down, and back there is a tire repair kit and the light and the emergency, let me out, let me out. But it is a nice size frunk for this vehicle. Also, the Trail Boss has these toe loops right here, body colored paint, which is not found on the regular Silverado EV either. So this truck is in the habanero orange, which is the same color as the Bolt I had. But with the Trail Boss trim, you get these 35-inch tall tires with 18-inch wheels and a tire size of 285, 75, 18. These things are massive. And the suspension on this is tuned for off-road, but also it is 2 inches higher than your standard Silverado EV. So this does have 4-wheel steer. So you're able to actuate the rear wheels at the same time as the front, which makes turning this big truck really easy, including U-turns like this. And when you're in Sidewinder mode, those go the opposite direction. So while this is not the biggest truck in the world, it is rather tall. I'm 5'11", and this thing is probably almost a foot taller than me. And with the giant double stack battery down here, that means getting in the cab is this much higher. But you have this step rail here, so it makes getting in a breeze. Just step on, right on in, and you're ready to go. And that's true for your passengers as well. If you have little ones, they just step up here and get right on in, easy. So speaking of getting in, now we're inside. As we can see, I've already driven this truck 947 miles in 1 week. All right, so there we are. We got the nice big display. Your maps are right there. You got your home. Drive modes, this is where you change the off-road, normal. You can have tow mode, hauling, and then in terrain mode as well. So this thing has quite a lot of options for driving. Okay, so let's talk about how you get either 4-wheel steering or Sidewinder mode. So I thought it would be under drive modes, but it's not. That's more about how like handling and stuff like that. It's actually over here in controls, and there's rear steering on or off, and then Sidewinder. And then you get this cool graphic. So this tells you you're in Sidewinder mode, and that's when the car will basically steer parallel. Both wheels are going the same direction. And then to exit it, all you got to do is turn it off by pressing it at the right spot. You can rearrange where your music and all that goes, but the cameras, this is super helpful. You can see what's in your bed, your front camera on the ground, rear camera, overhead shot. So this is really handy with parking. Like, this truck is so easy to move around town between the 4-wheel steering and the cameras. As with most of the GM EVs, you can switch the screens behind the steering wheel with this button right here. There's 5 different screens. This is my second favorite, to have the map forward. So a lot of times I'll have my direction map there, and my my north, I put north up over here on the main map. This one basically shows your follow distance, and this is kind of the minimum one. This screen right here is my favorite. It kind of has a little bit of everything, plus all the meters go up and down versus around like on the second screen here. But that's just a personal preference. You have AC controls mixed between the screen. So I got our seat vents here, seat heater, AC heat, fan speed, and then these can be split, or you can sync them up. Nice strong AC, vents point where you want them. Then some fan controls are down here. You got your phone charger, 2 USB-C, plus a 12-volt right here. It's nice to have it easy accessible. And it took me a while to figure out this, but this whole center console moves. So I thought this was like if you lost something down here, it was gone forever, but no, there's storage down here, as well as here in the cubby, plus one more USB-C right there. Also, there's this little Easter egg here of an old, early 20th century truck all the way to a modern electric Silverado right here. And there's the 3 lines of the E of Silverado kind of transitioning here. And oh, I wonder if that's also indicating the tire turn, the wheel turn of the back. Who knows, but it's a cool little graphic hidden here in the console. There's also more storage here for the passenger. It would have been kind of fun if that was also a phone charger too. You can stick a phone there, or some letters, or I don't know what else you'd want to put there. When you're doing Supercruise, you turn on your cruise control, then you have the hands-free, and then you set your speed, and it'll tell you this will turn green, and you can go hands-free on a lot of freeways. And then if you look away, this will start to flash green or then turn red if it's like not happy with you. Speaking of Supercruise, it works pretty well. The nearest thing I can compare it to is regular Tesla Autopilot, which you can't get on new Teslas anymore. The one noticeable difference is that you can change lanes by flipping the turn stalk right there, and it'll do automatic lane changes for you. Now, it does take a little while and it is pretty cautious, but it does do it. Another cool feature I've now experienced on most of the Chevrolet EVs is the heads-up display. It gives all your crucial information, including speed, cruise control, and if you have navigation running, it'll tell you your next turn. It's pretty clear during the day as well as at night. Up here we have the digital screen, which I actually don't use that often. Just when you look at it real quick, it's a different distance than what your eyes are used to when you're looking at a mirror. So I usually just keep it on the mirror. But sometimes if you have stuff in the bed, this is handy to be able to get a rear view without needing to go to your camera. We have cup holders galore. There's 2 up here, some room for storage. Again, that can kind of hide if you put that there. 2 more cup holders here for the back seat, as well as 2 bottle holders plus pockets on both sides here, and a bottle holder for the passengers back there. So hopping in here in the back seat, we got a grab handle here. Really easy to get into, even though it's this high off the ground. Tons of legroom. Again, I'm 5'11", and this is set for me. Even if you pushed it back another 2-3 inches, you'd still have at least 6 inches of legroom. In fact, this is almost a foot of legroom. There's so much space back here. We have 2 vents. We have seat heaters, but not vented seats for the rear seat. A little pocket. We have a 120 outlet and 2 USB-Cs back here. Okay, so this was down so I can see. This does sort of block your actual glass rear view mirror, but you can put that down. But the middle seat, not bad. A little snug, so I wouldn't want to road trip in this seat. But we also have armrests here with 2 more cup holders. So there's actually 4 cup holders up here for the back seat, or share it with the front. So again, I'm 5'11". Now the glass doesn't go all the way this far back. A lot of EVs, the glass goes above your head, but the glass stops right about here. But being in the back seat, you probably do get the best view of the roof glass, which this one does have, which is an option. This one has BOSE speakers, and underneath my seat right here is the subwoofer. And it sounds pretty good. Right now there's only 3 bands of equalizer. I would like to see at least 5 or 7, but for those options, it does sound pretty good and it gets pretty loud. And then we have 2 water bottle holders and another pocket in a pocket. There's just so much room in this thing. This also has the Midgate Pass-Through, which extends your bed length all the way into the cabin about this far. So you get started by pulling the seats forward, and you pretty much got to start on the 60% side, 60-40. Bring this guy down. Oh, you got to fold the headrest. put that down, you fold that down, you put the glass in there, or so you put the glass in there, fold it down, and put it through. I'll show a full clip of that right now. Moving on towards the back, we get special Trail Boss badging here. Got the bed here, swooping back here, and we have the charge port here, which on this model is still CCS. I believe we're gonna get NACS later on after this. Appreciate the styling cues coming all the way back here to the bed and tailgate, and let's check out this tailgate. So when you don't need to use the tailgate, there is this handy step right here to get up and over and get into the bed, like if you're towing or something. But if you're getting into the bed or loading it, you have your standard tailgate right here. Then the next piece goes down, and this kind of is handy if you need to get up here and get close or tie down something. Or if you need to get up in here, there's a step, and you're in here easy peasy. Look at that. In addition to the outlet in the frunk and in the cabin, we have 4 more 120 outlets right here, plus a 30 amp 240 outlet right here. Now, this is one area where I wish Chevy put a 50 amp. Why? Just because. So there we are, front to literal back of the truck of the Chevy Silverado EV Trail Boss with the Max Pack. Say that with me 5 times fast. So there's just a general quick walk around of all the things packed into the Chevy Silverado EV Trail Boss with the Max Pack. A lot of those features I find to be pretty handy. If I had a truck daily, I'd be looking for those features. That's a lot of words, and that's a lot of vehicle, and if you made it this far, that's a lot of thanks for you making it this far. If you like this, please give it a like. Let me know which is your favorite feature on the Chevy trucks here. And also, would you pick this up? Would you go for the Sierra version? Would you go for the RST? Or would you go for another EV truck? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next trail.
Got to get me one of these.